Let's start from the beginning of my 27th year. Back in August 2020, I had recently broken up with my long-term boyfriend, and I wasn't quite sure where to go from there. I was seeing someone that I first of all should not have been dating, and second of all, I was not in the right state to be dating. My lease was a month away from ending, and I needed to find somewhere to live before I started a new semester at UCSD. I was really isolated from everyone since I was living alone with only my cats to keep me company, and I literally felt like everything was going wrong in my life. My days mostly consisted of Animal Crossing and schoolwork. If it wasn't for Animal Crossing as well as my cats, I don't know how I would have coped with being alone for so long, but I really tried to make the most out of it because I really do value my alone time. Like, if I physically went to school or work and actually saw people, I would still be okay with living alone. But as we all know, everything was completely online at this point, and I also had a YouTube channel at the time that was about college and personal development, and I really like making videos, but I didn't feel like this channel represented me 100%. Then I decided to move in with my parents. Even though the isolation was hard for me, I still valued my alone time, and that basically completely vanished once I moved in with them. And in the following months, I had a really hard time dealing with it. I stopped uploading to my previous channel because I didn't want to film videos with other people around, and I still don't like doing it to this day, but I've learned to deal with it. At this point, I stopped talking to that one person that I was seeing, and I started seeing somebody else that also wasn't somebody that I should have been with. I don't think I had a clear idea of who I wanted to be with, and I turned into somebody that frankly I did not like. Thankfully, this relationship didn't last that long, but it really negatively affected me. This was around the same time that I did my photo shoot. Shout out to Antonio for being so patient with me, and Aknora, the makeup artist. I was really not in a good state of mind, so I ended up not giving Antonio the okay to post these pictures on his Instagram, but I did end up posting them on my own Instagram. I also started going on TikTok more, which also wasn't good for me mentally. And then when that whole situationship had ended, I spent time with my friends, which I truly value and I don't do enough of. By November, I started to focus more on myself, and I also started to define what I wanted to see in a partner. I don't think this is talked about enough, but actually making a list of what you want out of a person makes you better equipped to weed out the people that aren't good for you. But anyway, I started posting more car content on my TikTok, which actually got me a good following.
Who do you think the hottest girl in school is?
The Epcot ball.
Well, I like Melanie, and not just because she's pretty. I think she's really funny.
But unfortunately, I started to get a lot of hate and dumb comments, which I just didn't want to deal with. So I stopped posting on there too, and I think I deleted my TikTok app to focus more on school. I think this was around the time that I started my Twitch channel, and I went to visit my brother and his girlfriend in Las Vegas for Thanksgiving. We made Thanksgiving dinner for ourselves, and when I went home, I bought his PC and took it home with me. It was a fully built PC, and all I had to buy was the monitors because he wanted to keep his own monitors. And when I got home, I set it all up, and I think this has been one of the most life-changing purchases ever. It allowed me to have way better Twitch streams, and it also made online school so much better.
Junior, follow me.
Then the rest of the holidays happened. I received my high mileage award for my diesel and was basically trying to take it easy during this time.
And so I lose myself in labor. Time to cry when the day's filled. But when the lights turn low.
I went to visit my friend out in Lancaster, and hanging out with him and his wife is really therapeutic. I don't visit them enough because of how far I live, but every time I go, I feel so seen when I go there. I also got Twitch affiliate, which I was super proud of myself for. and I was looking for more ways to put my Twitch channel out there, and that's when I decided to make this YouTube channel. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Chances are you're new here because this is my very first video. I'm gonna be honest, YouTube has always been something that I wanted to do, but the problem has always been what kind of YouTube channel I wanted to do. Since I have been reading books for the past year, I figured I could make my channel about books. Even though I hadn't read as many as the next booktuber, that doesn't hinder me from being able to talk about them. When I made this channel and started posting YouTube videos again, I truly started to feel like this was something that I was meant to do. Like, I didn't care if this was the 5th time that I was starting something new. I was so happy to do it. Because I had my previous YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, I had tried to start a business. Like, I've tried so many things, and I figured my friends and family were thinking, oh, she's starting something that she'll eventually give up on again. But I don't know, this time it just felt different.
It's the lullaby straight till the morning. Oh, how we keep it going. This love is only moments, girl. And you know I'm carrying the world.
At the same time, my brother and my parents helped me get a Honda Accord, which was a manual, so my brother taught me how to drive it. Teresa and I started to become closer friends, and we spent her birthday together. I finished with my spring quarter at UCSD and decided to take the entire summer off to focus on my YouTube channel. I met some really great people here on BookTube, and I'm honestly so grateful for all my BookTube friends, because having you as friends makes having this channel that much more meaningful. I really threw myself into this channel. I got a new iPhone, I started improving my editing, and that greatly improved the quality of my videos. Those two things really reflected in my YouTube growth. Finally, on July 5th, I reached my first 100 subscribers, and on August 3rd, I reached 200 subscribers. So it took me 7 months to reach 100 subscribers, and then only a month later I reached 200. Recently I've been trying to include more footage of how my weekends have been going, or if I do anything exciting outside of books, because I not only want this to be a booktube channel, I also want to document how things are going in my life for myself and for my friends and family who happen to be watching. So that brings us to recently and how I spent my birthday. I couldn't have a birthday party since rates of infection are starting to go back up, but I did spend some time with some close people in my life. If some of you have watched my Shadow and Bone vlogs, then you'll know that I went to Teresa's house and we watched a couple of the Twilight movies and made s'mores, and we also took some pictures together for my birthday, which turned out really nicely. My parents and I went and visited my brother in Las Vegas, and we spent the weekend there. They made food and we had some family over. And they also made me a cake. And I'm not a sweets person, but I absolutely love chocolate cake. We also visited Resorts World, which is a new resort hotel in Las Vegas. The special thing about Resorts World is that they have a food court filled with Asian restaurants. On my actual birthday, I didn't do much, but in the evening, my cousin and her boyfriend treated me to some Korean food, and it was honestly so good, and I was just so happy to be trying something new and catching up with them and all that. This year has been one of the most transformative years of my life. I lived, I laughed, I loved. Just kidding. But seriously, this has been one of the hardest years that I've ever had to experience in my life. But I'm so grateful that it happened because I learned so much about myself. Even though I'm still not where I think I should be in life, I feel like I'm starting to become more like the person that I'm meant to become. That probably doesn't make that much sense, but I know what I mean, and that's all that matters. So from now on, I'm going to be dropping down to only 1 video a week so that I can focus on improving the quality of my videos even more. I want to do more videos like this, like more documentary and more cinematic, which I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I'll certainly try at least every so often. This was more of a serious video, and for the most part, I like to keep things lighthearted. But at my core, I feel like I'm a more intense person than I let on. To everyone that I mentioned in this video, and even some others that I didn't have time to mention, thank you so much. I don't think I'll be able to give enough thanks to you all, but thank you. And thanks to all my subscribers who continue to watch, comment, give suggestions, and overall show support. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I hope to continue to provide more stuff that you enjoy watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and here's to starting my 28th year on the right foot.